What's up, Internet, and welcome to the Armageddon Weekend Update Episode 2. It is the second weekend in January 2020, and today I want to talk a little bit about social media pages that Armageddon uses, ways to interact with us, and then I want to talk a little bit about the forthcoming C8 Corvette and whether there's going to be supercharger and twin turbo packages available for that right away. Armageddon is very active on Facebook and Instagram social media pages. Let's jump over to the Facebook page right now. If you're on a desktop computer, it's going to be facebook.com/goturbo.net. And on our Facebook page, you're going to see daily updates about what's going on around Armageddon, any new products or packages that we have available. On our main page, this week we released an S550 Mustang exhaust package. So last week on the weekend update, we talked a little bit about minimum advertised price or MAP policies for manufacturers. And just a quick recap, they set a minimum price that everybody can advertise their individual products at so that we don't get in a war of retailers dropping their prices trying to get the sale and devaluing the product. So one of the ways that we can adhere to MAP policies and give more value to our customers is by putting packages together. So this week's package, we've got a 1 7/8" long tube header with connection pipes made by Cooks, is the manufacturer of the actual component. And then we're offering a ceramic coating to put on the outside to contain some of the heat to keep it out of your engine bay. And then we're also throwing in Titan Precious Metals titanium fasteners. So if you're not familiar with titanium fasteners, most of your bolts that hold your headers on you're going to find are steel. The titanium fasteners are much lighter, just as strong, and we've also got some really nice features as far as installation with a small 12-point head so you can actually get a socket in there. Don't have to do any funny business with long extensions or anything. Really makes the install go a lot easier. It's lighter than your steel bolts that you're going to find on there. Won't corrode or rust, and you're going to have a titanium fastener on your car, so that pretty much makes you a badass. So you can find, when we release these new packages, the first place you're going to see them announced is going to be on Facebook. Obviously, they'll also show up at goturbo.net. But let's take a look at the Facebook page real quick and hit the hot link. So it'll take you right to the store page. Now, looking at this connection pipe and header package, you get to choose your header coating. So our Jet Hot coating is a 1300 degree coating, meaning it can withstand 1300 degrees Fahrenheit continuous of heat without flaking or going away. And there's a ton of different color options you can do on that. Basically, you place the order, we get the headers and the connection pipes over to our coater, and they will coat it whatever color that you chose. Or we also have a 2000 degree coating available from Calico, and that comes in any color you want as long as it's black. That's going to be this guy right here. And then also Jet Hot, we have a 2500 degree Fahrenheit coating, and that comes in gray and black. So the benefit of having a coating on your headers is it's going to hold in some of the heat, keep it out of the engine bay, especially if you're going to be coating around the mid pipes. That'll keep the heat away from your floorboards if you've ever felt the heat of the exhaust coming off from there. So that's a fantastic upgrade. You can also have the option to coat the mid pipes if you want it to go past the headers themselves and get onto the catalytic converters and the drop pipes. And then again, it's going to come with our Titan Precious Metals fasteners for that as well. So if you're not on Facebook, you can just go to our homepage at goturbo.net, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find our latest Facebook posts, and it'll have the same packages announced on there, or any news that's going on in Armageddon that was on Facebook. So you don't actually have to go to Facebook to get that. You can go straight to our homepage, goturbo.net, and find that at the bottom. Earlier this week, we posted a press release on our Facebook page from Hennessy, and Hennessy is announcing that their intentions to build a twin turbo C8. We are 100% behind this. We're also going to be doing twin turbo and supercharger packages for the C8 Corvette, but we've all got the same issue, and that's the computer tuning on the C8 Corvette won't be available right away. So if we go look at Hennessy's press release, we see that they're going to offer up to a 1,200 horsepower 2020 C8 Corvette. They're going to build a custom engine. They're going to do some body components on it. But here's the catch. They will begin offering the system once computer tuning becomes available for the new C8 engine platform. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but it kind of is. So GM is moving to a computer architecture called Global B. And what Global B means is the vehicle will be connected directly to General Motors at all times. So any updates that need to be done to the engine computer or the vehicle control module in general will just be done over the air. It's got a modem in it, just like your cell phone. It can pull data from the internet and reprogram everything. Now the reason these vehicle control modules are now communicating directly with the manufacturer is the integration on the vehicles is coming way up. We've got autonomous driving modes that are going to be coming from GM and pretty much all car manufacturers going forward. And some level of security has to be put in place to keep bad people from getting in there and taking control of your steering wheel, throttle, or brakes, which obviously the computer has to be able to control all those things if you're going to have an autonomous vehicle. So speaking specifically about Global B, last summer, right after the Corvette was released, GM President Mark Roos did an interview with Muscle Cars and Trucks and talked a little bit about the Global B setup. And straight from his mouth, we are going to do everything we can to protect our customers from a cybersecurity standpoint. He went on to mention the next generation Corvette will use a newly developed Global B electrical architecture first announced back in 2015. The digital vehicle platform, as it's been referred to by GM, will offer support for over-the-air updates and will be implemented in a series of future products. So to my understanding, the new Cadillacs do already have the Global B set up in them and can be controlled over the air and updated over the air. So even if we went in and managed to write a new flash to the ECU, it will actually go back and overwrite itself at GM's command. And that's just simply to protect the end user. So something's going to need to be done about that. Let's take a look at what some of that means. If we go to ETAS, they're doing, that's a company that's doing some of the protocols for this ECU. It'll tell you a little bit more about the Global B platform. But you'll see if you go to their page, all the different subsystems that are linked together that all need to be controlled and secured. So that's the basis for why we can't actually get into it right away. There's a lot of different things coming together and operating here, and GM's not going to just give that up right away. So there's some back and forth that's going to need to happen to try to figure this out. All hope is not lost. We always can go back to a standalone engine control unit, and that just requires rewiring the vehicle, making it talk to their computers in there. Pretty expensive, pretty labor-intensive process, but it can always be done. So it's not like we can never get into these. It's just going to be the same challenge across all of the automotive aftermarket for us to get into this computer or develop some kind of alternative. So we'll see how it goes, but right away we're not going to be able to tune these things off the bat. So stay tuned on what you're going to want from those. Armageddon ourselves, if you follow our Instagram page, which is Instagram/Armageddon Turbo. Yep, there it is. You would have seen last fall, we were talking about the Corvettes that we ordered. So we actually ordered 2 C8 Corvettes for development. We got one with all the bells and whistles, every package available, and we got one complete base model. The reason we did that is we wanted to be able to compare, obviously, the 2 trim levels, the top end, top spec, and base spec, but also we wanted to make sure that products that we develop would be compatible with both, because there's some suspension differences, obviously there's some body differences, and we want to make sure that our products are compatible with both ends. So stay tuned to both social media pages if you're interested in our personal development on the C8 and what we have coming for that. That's it for today. Bullet points, facebook.com/goturbo.net. You'll find our webpage, or excuse me, our Facebook page, where we release all of our new products, new packages, and give you news about what Armageddon is up to. Also check us out at instagram.com/Armageddon Turbo. You'll have a daily dose of both our stories about what's specifically going on in the shop that day, anything silly that we're trying to do, and we also do some press announcements on there as well. Twin turbo C8, yes, it will happen. No, it won't happen when it first releases, and the reason for that is this global B architecture from GM. We'll get that worked out just as soon as we can. But you can also stay tuned. I'll keep you informed on where we are at on getting into the global B system and getting the tuning you need for your new products and getting these new Corvettes turbocharged. So if you have any questions, you can always reach me at info@goturbo.net. And thank you for watching, and have a great week.